Hello, Borderlands community. It's Garukin, aka Fluffy Mr. Stumpy on Twitch. We are going through all the skill trees of all the Vault Hunters. We did Vex, and now we're doing Rafa. We are on the Arc Knives section of the skill tree. Let's check it out. So we got Handshake Deal. Rafa gains increased gun damage and melee damage. Rafa's action skills deal. Oh, wait. Hold on. Before we do that, we need to look at Arc Knives. Rafa puts down his guns, equips his Arc Knives, blades that deal melee damage, and mark enemies. Oh, cool. Whenever they deal damage, whenever they damage them. Wait, what? Marked enemies. Whenever they damage them, causing them to take increased damage for every mark on them. Perform Mouse 1 performs melee attacks with Rafa's Arc Knives. Mouse 2 dash forward performs shock melee attack. Oh, so the right mouse button does a shot. Okay, cool. F unleash Blade Fury, which deals shock damage to all marked enemies and ends the skill. What's the cooldown on this? 48-second cooldown. Oof. I hope he's got some cooldown reduction, because that's a long time to be on cooldown. So you deal more gun and melee damage. Okay. His action skill deal bonus corrosive damage. The longer the skill has been active, the greater the bonus. Okay. I wonder if this applies to him ending his ability too, because that would be really good if you could just time it right at the duration lasts for 32 seconds. Damn, that's long. Hey, what's up? Omber? There's a one-shot Harlow interaction right now. I hope it doesn't get nerfed. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not looking at any videos of people doing builds right now. I'm just reading over the skill trees. Are you talking about like boss one-shots? I'm sure there's going to be tuning, right? But hopefully it's not like too much. Overdrive skill. Overdrive grants Rafa further increased movement speed. Okay. Kills everything, one-shot bosses and mobs. Ooh. I mean, with bosses having immune phases, it can just bypass the immune phases. Her red skill tree is busted. Yeah, we'll have to take a look here once we're done looking at this. Let's look at his augments. Altered Carbon. Whenever Rafa kills an enemy while Arc Knives is active, restore a portion of his maximum health capacity. Whenever Rafa gains health, deal bonus corrosive damage with all attacks. And gain increased movement. This effect stacks. Altered Carbon. Dead Man Walking. Arc Knives does not end when its duration runs out. Instead, it only ends if Rafa enters Fight for Your Life or activates Blade Fury. While Arc Knives' duration is depleted, Rafa loses health instead. Whenever Rafa damages an enemy, he gains Overshield. Oh, that's cool. Gearbox said if you do enough damage, you'll be able to bypass immunity, and at the moment, she is doing just that. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I don't know how much early access people actually have of the game, right? I mean, it's probably like what, a level 30 build, right? It really depends on how the devs have scaled the end game with their Vault Hunter mode. And it also depends on like in co-op as well. I kind of hope that you can't one one tap with just hit a button and it kills everything on the screen. That's kind of I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It really depends on on some things, I guess. I don't think it's very healthy for the game to just be able to hit. It depends on how busted it is. Um, where was I now? Diamond Hands. Dealing melee damage grants Rafa a stack of Diamond Hands. Gain increased gun damage for every stack of Diamond Hands. Once Rafa deals gun damage, stacks begin to decay quickly until they run out. Okay. This is very, very melee focused tree. Kind of like this corrosive stuff that's going on, though. Whenever Rafa damages an enemy with a melee attack, his melee attacks gain critical hit chance. This chance stacks, and all stacks are removed whenever Rafa critically hits an enemy. Nice. A portion of Rafa's maximum health capacity is converted into maximum shield capacity. Interesting. So he loses health instead. Dead man walking. Huh. Like the crit. Can't go wrong with crit. Rafa's melee critical hits gain lifesteal. Kill skill. Killing an enemy freezes overrides duration. What's this override do again? Whenever Rafa activates an action skill, you overdrive. While an action skill is active, overdrive's duration does not decrease. Okay. It freezes the duration, huh? In the zone. That sounds good. Whenever Rafa shields break, he instantly gains a portion of his shield. Maximum capacity is overshield. This skill cannot be used again until Rafa activates his action skill. Okay. Hmm. What's this augment do? Arc Knife's dash attack is replaced by a caustic leap. Pressing mouse 2 causes Rafa to leap forward and create a caustic hazard wherever he lands. Whenever a mark is removed from an enemy, it explodes in a corrosive nova. When Rafa activates his dash attack, he leaves behind a grenade. If he has a grenade equipped, use that grenade instead. Enemies damaged by this grenade become marked. Oh. Huh. Can you just dash all the time? Can't you dash just with mouse 2? Just leave grenades everywhere? Arc Knives attacks deal shock, melee, splash damage. Rafa deals increased splash damage. Thunder Cutter. Okay. Interesting. Whenever Rafa applies a heavy arms mark to or critically hits an enemy with his action skill, they explode in a corrosive lobbed projectiles. The longer Rafa's action skill has been active, the more corrosive projectiles are spawned. Huh. Huh. A heavy arms mark. I don't even know what a heavy arms mark is. Harlow's red tree augment neutron capture is causing her to stack loads of gun damage. Yeah, I haven't looked at Harlow yet. I've only looked at Vex and Rafa. We'll be looking at Harlow here in a bit. I really don't know. Like, nothing's like calling to me in this skill tree. I feel like this is a skill tree that I really have to just sit and play to feel it out instead of reading it. The corrosive stuff could be fun. Gain splash damage. Increase ordnance cooldown rate. Overdrive, Rafa skill deals bonus damage to weapon element with all skills. While overdrive is active. There's just a lot of corrosive stuff. He gets another one that longer it's active, the more bonus he gets? My goodness. My goodness. What are these capstones? Activating Blade Fury causes Rafa to spin his blades, create a singularity that draws in all marked enemies and other nearby enemies while dealing continuous shock damage. Whenever this attack kills an enemy, Overdrive gains increased cooldown. Okay. So, how do I say your name? Omber? Ovember? Oovember? I'm assuming that you want to play Harlow. Or is there another character you want to play? While arc knives are active, Rafa's exosuit stores all damage dealt to him. The exosuit then heats up and constantly does a small amount of fire damage to him. Additionally, Rafa's melee attacks deal bonus fire damage. A portion of all damage to Rafa is also dealt to enemies he has marked. Goodness. Using Blade Fury causes Rafa to consume all stored damage and deals bonus fire damage based on the stored damage. A portion of all damage dealt this way is returned to Rafa as health. Huh. That's interesting. Bleed Vex is also really good. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at making a video for. Bleed Vex looks really fun. Whenever Rafa performs a melee attack while Arc Knives is active, fire and acid storm glider an enemy. In his view, acid storm glider deals corrosive splash damage based on the number of total marked enemies. Additionally, killing while an arc knives is active restores action skill duration. Activating Blade Fury causes Rafa to fire a volley of acid storm gliders in front of him and end arc knives. Huh. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Yeah, a lot of corrosive things look kind of fun. Again, the I really have to jump in and feel how this plays. This isn't like really jumping out at me like I really want to play this. Now, like all of Vex's skill trees look really fun, and just like reading them like really got my brain juices flowing. But this, I don't know how I feel. I really have to like kind of see how his mechanics play out in game for me to really assess on how I feel. And that will conclude the Arc Knives overview on Rafa. Thank you guys for watching. If you could leave me a follow, a like, or a subscribe on this video, that'd be great. Thank you so much. I also stream on Twitch, Fluffy Mr. Stumpy, and thank you for watching.